Let's make cheese danishes from Halo. So first we're going to get a bowl. We are going to add our softened cream cheese. Then we are going to add our sugar. Next we are going to add our sweetened condensed milk. After that we are going to add our vanilla extract. Then we are going to add our egg yolk. After that we are going to add our cardamom. And lastly we're going to add our salt. So once we've added all of that together, we're just going to whisk it together for a few minutes until it looks like this. So obviously it's well mixed and we have our filling. So now we're going to make our egg wash. All you need is just one egg, and then we are going to add some milk, and then you're just going to give that little whisk together. It won't take long, until it's well combined, and then we're going to use this later to brush on our puff pastry. So we're going to get our puff pastry sheet out. We're going to cut it into 4 equal parts, quotation on equal. And then afterwards, we are going to roll it out. It says 25% bigger. I just did it until it looked good enough to me. It looks a little more than that, but you can just eyeball it. I mean, it'll be okay if it's not, exactly what it says. So once we've done that, we're going to get our egg wash from earlier. And we are going to brush across the entire perimeter. So on all sides, we are going to brush on our egg wash. And then you're going to do that to all 8 pieces of your puff pastry sheets. And then after we've done that, we are going to go in and we're going to grab our corners and we're going to begin folding it in. So I do it a couple different ways, like I do it diagonally across or just side by side. I think diagonal works better. But after you fold it to the center, just make sure you go in and poke, and just, form like a seal there. And then you're going to repeat the process. And it looks silly. Don't worry. This is going to bake and puff up. It's okay if it's not perfect. So now we're going to add our cheese filling from earlier. So I spread it equal across all 8. And then with what's left, I just dolloped the rest equally. Then we're going to go back with our egg wash, repeat that process. We're going to brush across the perimeter again. And once we've done that to all of our puff pastry sheets, we're going to put this in the freezer for 5 minutes before we bake it. So just don't forget to do that. Make sure you do that. And then afterwards, we're just going to go ahead and pop these in, bake them, and then you are all set. Here is our cheese Danish. So I add a little more sugar to the base. You don't have to do that. I have a sweet tooth and I just prefer it a little sweeter. Something else you can do is you can add some powdered sugar on top if you just want that extra sweetness. Just make sure you do this right before you eat it. You just don't want it to just, sit all day. Which you can, it's obviously more aesthetically pleasing if you do it right before, but this is delicious, cheesy, and the puff pastry is so fluffy. This is one of my favorites, and I look forward to making it again.